Okay, so this topic is something that I've spoken about before, and it is something that's, I feel, important to learn more about, considering we see the hot mess that's going on Earth right now, a little bit of hot mess going on. And so, hi guys. So I think it's important to understand the broader perspective of things, at least the perspective in which I've been shown by my angels and what I've been channeling now for 8 years. So everybody has their time, everybody has their purpose. And even when we think that things are unfolding that we don't like, there can be a reason and a purpose to it. Because if you think about it, without suffering, is there much change? Is there much growth? Not much. Although I wouldn't mind just lounging on a beach somewhere, enjoying the good life. The reality is the most amount of growth that I've ever had in my own personal life is when I've suffered, when I'm stretched, when things are difficult, when things are tough, even when I don't like it, even when I don't want it. Okay, I don't want it anymore. You can take it away now. But the reality is that this is what we're going through, but we're not always going to be going through it. Okay, and there's a purpose and a meaning and a broader perspective. So I want to show the broader perspective of the souls that will be entering Earth's atmosphere in the future. And we can call them the new children or the children of the new Earth. We can call them a lot of different things. How I like to say it is the souls coming to Earth in the future to help us usher in the new Earth. Okay. So what are they going to look like? What are they going to act like? What is their frequency going to be like? So let's delve into it. So first of all, when are they arriving? So when are they coming? Are you here yet? We really need your backup. We need you right now. And the truth is that they have already begun to arrive. Okay. So it's not like we're looking too far in the future. They've already started. More are on their way. That's the other part of it. Okay. So there's more coming. There's more on the way. Increasing in numbers over time. Many souls will leave Earth and will not return into the new Earth. So a lot of souls are going to leave Earth and then they're not coming back. They're going to go somewhere else. Maybe they'll go have some popcorn in a movie with a soda somewhere else, but they're not coming back to this temporary experience on the movie screen, okay? The new Earth being the increase in vibrational frequency emitted by Earth. Okay, so when we talk about the new Earth, the planet herself is going to be emitting a much higher vibrational frequency. And the energy here is going to be much higher. So either we're going to settle into that and become accustomed to that and join that journey with Earth, or we're not. And we're going to go somewhere else. So what they're saying is a lot of the souls, they won't be coming back. Okay, and its inhabitants in the future. So let me read that again. The new Earth being the increase in vibrational frequency emitted by Earth and its inhabitants in the future. So nothing has taught me this more than when I've had a QHHT session, and I've even had my own meditations where I go visit the Pleiadians. Do you know what that feels like? A fish out of water. That's what it feels like. You go hang out with the Pleiadians and their extreme high vibrational frequency and their eyes emitted with immense amount of love and light. And they're just permeating your soul by just looking at you to the point where it makes you squirm and you realize, whew, I'm not really fitting into this frequency, although I'm only here temporarily getting a taster. So the truth is, in the future, many of us aren't going to fit into the new frequency and we'll go and continue our incarnations or do whatever we're going to do elsewhere with more of a match of our frequency. It's all about our frequency. That's what the new Earth is. It's not about Earth entirely. It's also about our vibrational frequency. Okay? which will make room for more uplifted new souls to come and incarnate here. So many won't be coming back, and new souls will be coming forth, and there'll be more room for the new souls here. Fret not, do not worry. The old archaic ways of doing things here on earth will shift and change in time. New uplifted souls coming in the millions. Because that's the one question I asked. I said, well, how many of these souls are going to be coming in the future? And they said, in the millions. Okay. Have not had any experience. Okay. So they have not had any experience here on earth, or very little experience. Will need to learn from the old souls who are choosing to return to the new earth in the future. So that's the feeling that I have had for a long time, is that there's a strong purpose in me returning to earth over and over in the future. And, you know, I think I'm coming back thousands of times. And I think part of it is to help these new souls coming forth onto earth. And what are we helping them with? We will need to help them, excuse me, we'll need to help to, okay, they will need to learn from the old souls who are choosing right, and will, in a sense, need to play catch up. So these new souls will, in a sense, need to play catch up in regards to some ways in which things are done here on earth. Customs, beliefs, rules, okay? Depending on where they incarnate, what country they come into, there's going to be different customs. There's going to be different ways of doing things. Though, make no mistake, they are also here to blend the lines, to redirect the purpose of why we come to earth to begin with. So they're here to blend the lines. They're here to be and step outside the box. So even though they'll be helped with customs, beliefs, rules, right? Like, oh, I'm not supposed to go run down the street nude. Oh, look, it's ended me in jail. So, you know, there's certain things that we're going to have to teach them, the rights and wrongs of how we, I guess, behave here on earth in some regard. But at the same time, they're saying, make no mistake, that they will be here to blend the lines, okay, and redirect the purpose as to why is it that we come here to earth to begin with? Why are we here? Okay. What is their mission and purpose here on earth? To uplift humanity, to encourage others of new concepts, different beliefs, and new ways of doing things and being in the world, with a type of morality when it comes time to make decisions for the betterment of society and for Earth herself, putting the important stuff first to ensure we look after and take care of each other along with the Earth herself. So like, no more people on the streets, no more hungry people, no more people without a roof over their head, freezing their bottoms off every night. So we're going to be putting the betterment of each other in the forefront. And what will they look like? So here's another question. What is it that they're going to look like? And so what can we look for when we look for these souls? Softer, more gentle in demeanor, along with softer appearance, gentle, loving souls. And we'll probably see that just from their eyes. I can tell you I've really noticed two things when it comes to what I'm describing next, which is a lot of people that I've met, they kind of hunker down. They'll only be around a few people. They don't really go out and socialize as much. And those are souls that have had vastly different incarnations other than Earth. So they've had a lot of incarnations. They just haven't had as many human type lifetimes. And they're finding it difficult to assimilate here, if you want to say it like that. Just like with these souls, maybe they might pull away or hide out a little bit more. What do you have to say? Not all of them. Okay. They do have a mission and a purpose here, and they will be encouraged and urged directly to fulfill these missions and purposes in which they set forth to fulfill when coming here. And now my guardian angel is telling me that myself, for example, I too had a strong mission purpose when stepping forth here on earth. Even if we focus on this mission and purpose for 10 years or a certain period of time, that's more than enough to make an impact here on earth. We aren't necessarily meant to fulfill what we are set forth to fulfill for an entire lifetime. They also do want us to have moments where we can rest and relax and decompress on earth and enjoy ourselves, okay? In a different way. Okay. What special abilities will they present? Telepathy, reading minds, understanding and knowing what is expected of them, remembering their mission and purpose as to why they chose to come to Earth. You will feel good in their presence. You'll feel calm, peaceful, soothing, source frequency emanating from them into everyone around them, love, and they will absorb the heaviness with ease. So they'll take in and transmute the heaviness from you, from the earth, and everyone around them with ease. Listen and take care of you. So they're going to really listen to you and help take care of you. Babies, children, and animals will be of great importance to them. And they will wish to be around these newer souls. So they're going to focus in on babies and animals and children. And also the babies, animals, and children will be drawn to them. When they step forward, what will the leaders look like in the future? So here's the next question. Taking care of people. So the leaders are going to look like this, because over time, these new souls will become the leaders. And what it will look like is taking care of the people. Industry, money, power will take a back seat. The earth, the animals, and people will be the top priority for them. So isn't that just awesome? Ready for it right now. Ready right now. Okay. My guardian angel is telling me that there are some who are stepping into the limelight, into more leadership roles here on earth, that she would consider to have some of these qualities that she feels will be for the betterment of society and for the inhabitants in which they rule over, whether it be in that country or that district or region. So it's already starting to happen, okay? Oh, here's the other thing she's saying. People aren't stupid, okay? They see through it. They know what the New World Order is doing, and the suppression and the control and the mongering and the manipulation. And she's saying, like, people like Elon Musk are stepping up against this and voicing themselves and not taking their stuff. They're not taking it. And she wants more of us to do the same. Okay. All right. Does anybody else have any questions that we can answer? Feel free to ask away in the comments here. If you're watching this through my Facebook group, just come on over to my Facebook page and pop your question in the box here. So if you have any questions about this topic, let me know. Here's my question. When will we see a tipping point where we have much more of these new souls than the souls that are here now that have been coming here for a long period of time? When will the tipping point be? She says long, long way into the future. We're far off from that still. She says it's really dependent upon which newer souls, if you want to call them newer souls, are ready for this on Earth. Who's signing up? Who's ready? It's not a decision taken lightly to come to Earth. And many are still deciding if they want to do this because they know that, I have a saying you guys have heard me say before, when something is really like upheaval, like it's so new and different for you, I call it, you're getting rocked. So she's using that analogy. Like they know they're going to come to Earth and get rocked here. So some of them are going to be ready for that, and some of them are still on the fence and not quite sure if they want to do it. But what is needed is for us to flood Earth with more of these types of souls that are ready for new journeys and to bring in their bright light here to Earth. So that tipping point, she's talking about it being still, she's giving me like 1,000 years into the future. But we'll make a lot of strides before then. And we'll move and what are you saying? We will make a lot of strides and we will make great decisions, choices, and actions and move in this direction before that tipping point happens. She's also talking about you don't need to have more of these souls here on Earth to make an impact. You just need a number of them, along with many of you who are ready to join them and make the decisions and choices that are needed and necessary in order to create betterment here on Earth. And she's saying, blessings be, dear ones, blessings be. Isn't that beautiful? Mm-hmm. Okay, so Ada's asking, there's a 14-month-old grandson that you have, and you're wondering, and that is very sensitive. I get the answer, yes, yes, yes. And I also feel that response through my body. So I'm getting a double confirmation. I'm hearing it. Well, I'm seeing it. I can see the yeses being given, and I actually feel it in my body. Okay. Okay. Still, yeah, I bet you are. Wasn't that a rocker? I mean, I knew it was going to be something. I just didn't know it was going to be that much light frequency coming in. During the eclipse, even before the eclipse, a good solid 5 days, I got rocked pretty good leading up to the eclipse. And it was interesting because the day of the eclipse, I'm like, this is the best I've felt so far. Oh my God, it's finally easing off of me. Interesting. And it's lasting longer daily. Yeah. Yeah. And the other thing I've noticed is like, I'm separate from my outer world. Like none of this seems real. Not like it once did. I'm sure it's going to settle down and I'll hunker into it again. But during this time, it seems very separate. Like everything seems very fake. It's interesting. So what do we need to do when we feel like this? We need to go outside as often as you can. You need to lean your back up against a tree. You need to ground your energy like it's nobody's business. And that will help tremendously. I've even found it difficult to get into as deep of a sleep as I once was. So that's another thing that I'm noticing as well. So I'm hopeful, okay, is this going to settle down? I'd like to get some sleep soon. So that's something that might be happening to you as well. And yeah, we got rocked good, didn't we? Okay, so Trenya is wondering, are the hot flashes she's getting midlife hormones or energy cleanse? You know, I've asked the same thing because I'm like, what the heck? And they're like, no, it's the energy. I'm like, should I be? Nope, it's just the energy. I'm like, okay. And then it does, it settles down and then I'm fine. So with Trenya, there, okay, so I get energy, energy, energy. Okay. But what we'll notice is it'll come in maybe for a week, maybe 2 weeks, and then it settles down and then you cool down and then you're okay. But it will come in during periods we know the energy is peaking. So for example, pretty much for a week to 2 weeks now, it's been peaking. So we know, okay, this is the energy. Also, if we ground our energy outside a lot, we might find that we're feeling cooler, more relaxed, because we've let some of this energy into the earth out of us. And I don't recommend right now eating late into the night. So, or ever really, but especially when the energy comes in at night and it just pummels your vessel while you're trying to sleep. Trying to sleep is the key word. Best not to be eating. I mean, like past 5, don't bother. Let your stomach be empty. And then you have a better chance of being cooler while this energy is pummeling your vessel. Yeah. Wow, there we go. So that's interesting, Debbie. Very interesting. So you're noticing it too, specifically. So that's also what I'm receiving. Because I've said the same thing. I'm like, what the heck? Like it pummels you so bad that you're like thinking, oh, maybe I should go to the doctor. But I get a no, it's energy related. And that's what I receive for myself as well. Okay. So let's see where else we're, okay. Okay. So you have one that is likely an empath and she is 4 and you can already see it. Yeah. Vastly different. They put the people and the animals and the planet first. They're not thinking about war and what's yours is mine and I'm going to take what I want and I'm going to do what I want and power and ego essentially, right? So that's what we'll find in the future. So what my guardian angel is showing me is I'm walking along the sidewalk in my city, but it could be any city that you are also in, and it's very clean and there's no one sleeping or urinating or, okay, we get it, defecating on the sidewalks. So everyone's taken care of, okay? So that's what she's showing me visually in my mind. I'm walking down the sidewalk and I don't see anyone out on the streets. It's going to take some time to get there. And we're going to have to champion for ourselves. Okay. Okay. So just to let you guys know, this is it. This is the last chance for you to sign up for the Mediumship for Beginners course coming up. If you want to connect with your spiritual team, if you want to dive in off the deep end, this is it. It's only $111. When I look around and I see everyone else's pricing, I'm like, okay, it's like $1,000. That's all I'm seeing around. $950 to $1,000 or just above. Okay. And mine is a 2-week course, a lot of pre-recorded material, ebook, 7 live broadcasts, and it's $111. I want to show you what the angels have shown me on how to connect with spirit, how to connect with your loved ones, how to connect with your spirit guides, your guardian angels, the elemental realm. We're also going to delve in as to what your top 2 starseed origins are. We already have 20 signed up, 20 students. Can you believe that? From all over the world, Canada, Denmark, Norway, Finland, and all over the US. So if this is something that interests you, I've been doing it now for 8 years. Can you guys believe it's been 8 years? Oh my God, knock on wood. So you can go to KristinDaviesMedium.com and it's all emailed to you afterwards. So you can download all the class material, the ebook and everything, to save it for years to come, to keep practicing on your own 2 feet. And we also practice with a deck of Oracle, or also known as angel cards, which I think is so important. How do you get from here to there? You use a tool like these guys to get you there. Okay? So, you guys, have an amazing weekend, and I will see you Monday when the course starts. And other than that, I'll see you at the end of the month. Check under my events, and you'll see more to come. Bye.